Hello again and welcome. Welcome to your new class, class 690. Yes, we are approaching class number 700, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet, which means we haven't arrived yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Are we there? Are we there? No. Are we there yet? No, we're not there yet. ¿Hemos llegado ya? No, no hemos llegado. Are we, estamos nosotros allí? Are we there yet? No, we're not there yet. We're still in the 600s. We haven't reached 700 yet. We're still in the 600s. To be exact, to be precise, we're beginning class 690. So we still have 11 classes left. Well, we have 10 classes left until we reach class number 700. So we have 10 classes left. So, shall we start? Let's start where we left off. Let's start where we left off. Let's begin where we left off in our last class. The last class was class 689. You know, before starting this class, Marta and I had a discussion. She said, is this class 689 or 690? And I said, this is class 690. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Are you really sure? I'm positive. Estoy positivo. Sounds funny in Spanish. But in English, it's very common. Estoy segurísimo. Se dice, I'm positive. Pero se dice más. I'm positive que I'm very sure. Are you sure? I'm very sure. No se dice. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Really? Sure? I'm positive. Positive. All right. So this is class number 690. Huh? And in this case, we're never going to start. So learn to speak up. Where we left off yesterday was on page 160. Number 4. Dale la vuelta a la tortilla. Dale la vuelta ahora. Turn over. Turn over the omelet. Turn it over now. Turn it over. Yes, but I don't have a spatula. Spatula? Spatula. I have spatu. Carmenchu. I don't have a spatula. You don't use a spatula to turn over an omelet. A Spanish omelet, right? No. What you do is you have 2 pans. 2 pans? Yeah. The omelet is in this pan, right? Well, you put a plate over it. You put a plate over the omelet, okay? And then you turn it over. And then you slide the pan away and you have the pan. And then you slide it in, all right? There are different approaches. I'm not an expert. Are you an expert on making a potato omelet? She's not an expert either. Okay. El ciego dirige al ciego. Blind, we say blind leads blind. All right. No soy ni tuerto. I'm not even a one-eyed man. Tuerto is one-eyed, left-handed, right-handed, hard-headed, open-minded, close-minded, one-eyed. A one-eyed man. One-armed, un manco. A one-armed man. All right. So, dale la vuelta a la tortilla. Turn over the omelet. Dale la vuelta ahora. Turn it over now. Now. Don't wait too long. Otherwise, don't wait too long. Don't wait too long. Because otherwise, de otra forma, you will overcook the omelet. And overcooked omelets are not good. You'll ruin the omelet. Estropear, aquí sí. If you wait too long, you'll ruin the omelet. It's a very sensitive question. People who make Spanish omelets, have a good Spanish omelets, are very expert or have a very high degree of sensitivity. All right. Si Superman, ahí está Superman. Si no se da la vuelta, no podré ver su capa. If he doesn't turn around, yeah. Turn over, turn around. And I lost my place, Marta. Yeah. All right. It opens naturally to the page. If Superman doesn't turn around, no podré ver su capa. I won't be able to see his cape. Escrito cape. Cape también es cabo, como Cabo de Hornos, Cabo de Buena Esperanza, Cape of Good Hope, Cape St. Vincent, Cabo San Vicente, at the tip of Portugal. Cape, yes, Cape Hatteras, Cape Horn, Cape of Good Hope, Cape y capa. Capa y espada, a cape and sword. All right. So if Superman doesn't turn around, I won't be able to see his cape. And Superman has a cool cape. Yeah. Esta clase, esto se está convirtiendo en una pesadilla. ¿A qué sí, Marta? This is turning into a nightmare. This is turning into a nightmare. Curiosa palabra, nightmare. I don't know the etymology of nightmare. Mare, si quitas mare es una yegua. Pero por supuesto la expresión no quiere decir una yegua nocturna, nightmare. So it's, but a nightmare is una pesadilla. But of course in Spanish it's also strange. Yo tengo pesadilla, una pesada pequeña. Yeah, tuve una pesadita anoche. No, pesadilla. Why pesadilla in Spanish? Why nightmare in English? I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. Guess es adivinar o suponer, pero también es especulación. Tu especulación es tan buena como la mía. Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea. I have no idea. I haven't got a clue. Escrito clue, pista, indicio. No digo ni una pista hacia la respuesta. I haven't got a clue. I have no idea. All right. Your guess is as good as mine. Esto se está convirtiendo en una pesadilla. This is turning into, to turn into. This is turning into a nightmare. Yes. Now, if you kiss a frog, there is a possibility. If you si besas una rana, if you kiss a frog, there is a remote possibility that it can turn into a prince or a princess. But you need to kiss a lot of frogs before you can find a princess. Okay. To turn into. Am I turning into a little dictator? ¿Me estoy convirtiendo en un pequeño dictador aquí? No. She says I'm not. Am I turning into a little dictator in this class? Aquí mando yo. I'm the boss here. I call the shots. I run the show. You do what I say. All right. So I'm turning into. Transformarse en convertirse en. I'm turning into a little dictator. All right. Resulta que todo el mundo lo sabía menos yo. Resulta que todo el mundo lo sabía menos yo. It turns out that everybody knew except me. Yeah, everybody knew. Claro, en español se dice todo el mundo lo sabía. En inglés se dice todo el mundo sabía, menos yo. It turns out that everybody knew except me. I was the only one in the dark. I was left in the dark. I didn't know. Yeah. So I was the only one. And so it turns out, así resulta. That's how it turns out. It turns out that everybody knew except me. Si no inflas el globo, lo inflaré yo. If you don't blow up the balloon, I'll blow it up. Do you remember the story of the balloons, right? Do you remember the story of the balloons? Yeah, whoa. 2 years ago, I told you a story of the balloons. There was a man, this is in London. Now in London, most of the people live in flats, pisos. But it's interesting. The mail, el correo, comes to the concierge. Of course, in the entrance to the building, there's a concierge, conserje, a concierge. The concierge receives the mail from the postman or the mailman, and then goes up to every floor. And on the door, there's a little lever. You put it up, and it goes inside the house. So when people get home in the afternoon or evening, they open the door. On the floor of the entrance hall, many times there's some letters. All right. There was a young man who was crazy about a woman, a young lady, and he wanted her to go out with him. But she refused. She turned him down because she already had a boyfriend. And so he decided to try a strategy. And he knew that she was going to Paris during the weekend, from London to Paris, with her boyfriend. And during the weekend, he bought 5,000 balloons. 5,000. He bought 5,000 balloons. And he bought a machine to inflate balloons, to blow up the balloons. And he went to the building, and he managed to go in and to go up to her floor and to her door. And he had a little stool with him. He had a machine to inflate balloons and a stool, un taburete pequeño. And he sat down, and he opened the little mailbox lever, and he put the balloon inside, but from the outside, and the balloon floated. It was helio. It was helium. The balloon floated into her house, into her flat, and another. He inflated 5,000 balloons, and they floated into her house. When she returned from Paris on Sunday evening and opened her door, she encountered a house full of balloons. Can you believe it? And she could not reach the kitchen. There were too many balloons, all right? Now, what I don't know is if she finally left her boyfriend and went with a new one. If she dumped her boyfriend. Dump is como verter escombros, to dumping, dump. And se usa de forma figurada. Me ha abandonado, me ha dejado por otro. She dumped me. O sea, como escombros. She dumped me. But I don't know if she finally dumped her boyfriend. Her boyfriend had a private plane, but an aquaplane, on the water. And he had the plane on the Thames River, Rio Támesis. And they took off from there to fly to Paris, in El Sena. It's incredible. Not bad, eh, to have a boyfriend like that? All right. So the other man, tenía reto servido, said, I need to find a way to gain her attention. And he did with the balloons. Si tú no inflas el globo, lo inflaré yo. If you don't blow up the balloon, I'll blow it up. Richard, when was the last time you blew up a balloon? I don't remember. Maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I don't remember. Elige el color que más te guste. Choose whatever color you like. Pick out the color that you like the best. Okay, correct. Claro, some phrasal verbs. These are phrasal verbs. Pick out the pencil you like the best. Choose. Or pick. You can say pick the pencil, pick out the pencil. Yellow. Yes. Pick out the pencil you like the best. Which pencil do you like the best? Of all the pencils, I've told you many times, the two pencils I like the best are the two black ones. Black is black, I want my pencils back. So, I have picked out the black ones. All right, let's continue. Déjamelo a mí. Déjamelo a mí. Yo lo resuelvo. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. I'll take care of it, okay? It's clear that you don't know how to solve this problem. Well, I'll take care of it, all right? So leave it to me, leave it to me, leave it to me. All right. Déjame salir. Ande, porfa. Let me out. Hey, déjame salir aquí. Let me out, let me out. Let me out. Yeah, can you imagine, Marta, if the door doesn't work and we can't get out of this silly studio? Can you imagine? And we start knocking on the door. Let me out. And we call, but we don't have, because of the acoustics here, we don't have access. And so we're stuck here for 24 hours, 48 hours. We're stuck here, stranded. We're stuck in this room. Let me out, let me out, let us out. Lo contrario, let me in, déjame entrar, let me in, let me out, let me in, let me out. Ella dejó escapar un suspiro. Ah, oh, she let out. Permitir hacia afuera. She let out a sigh. 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 Como sight, la vista, quitando la T. Sigh. Pero se suele alargar porque es un suspiro. Suspiro. You know, one thing I like about Spain is the names of the desserts, those postres. There's a lot of creativity in the names of the desserts. Brazo gitano, cabello de ángel, suspiros de monja. These are wonderful. And the hueso de santo. All right. There are a lot of very, very good names for desserts here. All right. She let out a sigh. Si no te apuntas al curso, yo me apuntaré a él, o sea, al curso. Si no te apuntas al curso, yo me apuntaré al mismo. If you don't sign up. Sign es firmar, pero no es firmar arriba, es apuntarse para. If you don't sign up for the course, I'll sign up for it. If you don't sign up for it, I'll sign up for it. For it. For it. No digáis for it. For it es para comer, ¿no? If you don't sign up for it, I'll sign up for it. Emprendieron viaje ayer. They set out yesterday. Así, to set out. To set out is emprender viaje. No es otra cosa, set out. In certain cases, to set out the objectives. All right. To set out the scenario. But no, when did they set out? Si dices fuera de contexto. When did they set out es cuando emprendieron viaje. When will you set out es cuando emprenderás viaje. Cuando saldrás. They set out yesterday. Quiero fijar unas reglas antes de empezar. Quiero sentar las reglas, fijar las reglas, o unas reglas aquí, antes de comenzar. I want to set down rules. Rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3, rule number 4. I want to set down, establecer, fijar, sentar las reglas. I want to set, no sit down. Sit down es sentarse uno. Sat con E, no con I latina. I want to set down the rules. Sit down, siéntate y sienta las reglas. Sit down and set down the rules. Can you hear the difference? Probably not. Sit down and set down. Set. Sit down and set down the rules. Voy a concertar una entrevista con ella. I'm going to set up an interview with her. Or to set. I'm going to set up. I'm going to set up an interview with her. Yeah. I'm going to organize an interview with her. I'm going to arrange an interview with her. Siempre hay verbos estándar para los verbos compuestos. I'm going to arrange an interview with her. I'm going to set up. Casi me vale. Set up. I'm going to set up an interview with her. Cálmate. Settle down. Calm down. Settle down. But settle down. I know you're angry. I know you're angry. I would be angry too in your place. If I were you, I would be angry too. But you need to stay cool. So cool it. Cool it means tranqui. Tranquilo. Cool it. Settle down. Calm down. Count to 10. All right? Make a decision tomorrow morning. Not today. Okay? You're too hot. You're too angry. So settle down. Settle down. Settle escrito, has many different meanings. To settle también es colonizar, con asentamientos. No colonizar con conquista. All right, it's to conquer. Yeah, to colonize is entrar conquistando y colonizando. To colonize. To settle is simplemente llegar y asentarse. Asentamientos is to settle. To settle down, además de cálmate, settle down is también to become an adult, a responsible person. You need to settle down. Johnny, how old are you now? 32 years old? And you're still a wild teenager, adolescente salvaje, a los 32 años. Yeah, I think it's about time, que ya es hora. I think it's about time you settle down, get married, buy a house, raise children, and become a responsible citizen. All right? Don't you agree, Marta? I mean, Johnny is 32 years old, and he still goes around as if he were 18 years old. Johnny, you need to settle down. Settle down. Buy a house. Get married. Find a job. All right. Túmbate. Túmbate aquí en esta. Lie down. Yeah, in the doctrine, many times, lie down. Lie down. Sit up. Sit back. Sit up. To do sit-ups is hacer abdominales, so yeah, sit-ups. But to sit up means incorpórate. Sit back is, sit back se usa mucho en sentido figurado. Es relájate. Sit back, take it easy. Sit back and relax. Don't worry. Be happy. Sit back and relax. Lie down here. You want a massage. Masaje. You want me to give you a massage. Massage. Curioso, lo pronunciamos a lo francés al final. Massage. Okay, well, you lie down on this table, and I lie down. Lie escrito, como mentir también. Lie down, and I'll give you a massage. I'll give you a massage. Okay, lie down. ¿Cuándo volviste? ¿Cuándo llegaste de regreso? When did you get back? I got back last night. Huh? What time did you get back? I got back just before 10 p.m. Oh, all right. I didn't know you got back last night. I was expecting you to get back this evening, later this evening. No, I got back yesterday. To get back is llegar de regreso. To go back is volver yendo hacia el destino. To go back, volviendo a un destino. From point A to point B. This is point A and point B. Well, you go to the blue pencil, and then you go back to the yellow pencil. And then if you want, you can go back to the blue pencil a second time, and you can go back to the yellow pencil to go back. Now, you can go to the yellow pencil, and you can come back to me. Yo digo come porque hacia mí. And then you can go back, and then come back. Now, what time did you get to the yellow pencil? Well, Richard, I got to the yellow pencil at 4 p.m. And then you came back yesterday, right? Yeah, I came back to you. Yeah, but when did you get back here? When did you get back here? Well, don't you remember? I don't remember. I got back at 7 p.m. I got back. to get back, llegar de regreso. Y los Beatles tienen una canción, get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. All right. No pude establecer contacto con ellos por teléfono. I couldn't get through to them. Ya no se dice eso. Because everybody has cell phones now. Everybody has mobile phones. But I called the company, and I couldn't get through to Frankie and Johnny. Frankie and Johnny. I couldn't get through to them. I tried at their homes, and I couldn't get through. So I can't get through to them. Adelante. Go ahead. Adelante. No te preocupes. Go ahead. When two people come to the door, it's normal to say, no, please, pase usted primero, por favor. We say, go ahead, please. Go ahead. All right, and finally, I don't have time. This is a long sentence. I'll finish it tomorrow. Take care.